Support WrestleTalk!
Enable notifications.
Hello and welcome to the WrestleTalk News. Hi, I'm Luke Owen. Give us a subscribe and drop your comments below as I'll be responding to as many as I possibly can. There's a lot of things in WWE that hardcore fans just don't like. Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose being used to get over Roman Reigns as a babyface. Braun Strowman randomly turning heels just to get Roman Reigns over as a babyface. Drew McIntyre being built up, presumably to help get Roman Reigns over as a babyface. Oh yeah, and there's that whole Becky Lynch nonsense on SmackDown Live. But who is to blame when something in WWE isn't up to hardcore fan standards? Well, in the latest issue of the Wrestling Observer newsletter, Dave Meltzer notes that even though he's in his 70s, Vince McMahon is still at the head of WWE Creative. Meltzer writes he is the be-all and end-all on Raw and SmackDown. Meltzer notes that Ed Koskey is the lead writer on Raw, and former NXT writer Ryan Ward and Twitter's least favorite New Age Outlawed member Road Dogg are heading up SmackDown Live. Meltzer also adds that Koskey has the most creative input outside of Vince and Triple H. Although Koskey should probably check his roster list, as one of his Raw guys is returning to SmackDown Live tomorrow night. In a very random announcement, it was revealed that Big Show will be facing Randy Orton on this week's SmackDown Live in a World Cup qualifier for Crown Jewel in Riyadh. Show's last match was on the 4th of September 2017, where he lost to Braun Strowman in a cage match on Raw, which many believed would be his final outing with the company, allowing him to become a company ambassador. Sports Illustrated reported in March 2017 that Show had told them he would be retiring from in-ring competition in early 2018, but posted on Twitter in March this year that he wasn't going anywhere just yet. And yes, he is still listed as a Raw roster member on WWE.com. The last time Show and Orton had a match was in April 2015, which Orton won by DQ. At a sports game between the New York Jets and the Denver Broncos, Show had this to say about this week's SmackDown Live.
Randy Orton, I'm coming to SmackDown main event and I'm gonna knock you out right in the middle of the ring. I'm gonna have snake for supper. Come and get some.
Just wash your hands before you eat anything there, Show. You know, allegedly. But Big Show isn't the only Attitude Era guy returning to SmackDown Live tomorrow night. Despite the stories that Jeff Hardy would be taking some time off after Hell in a Cell, even with hints that it would be his last match ever, WWE have randomly announced that Hardy will return to SmackDown Live to face Samoa Joe in a World Cup qualifier for Crown Jewel. Like, I know I wasn't around for Super Showdown, but this news episode feels like I've missed a month's worth of TV. Perhaps they can both stick around for SmackDown 1000, which already has some big names confirmed to appear in what will be a very busy 2-hour show. Vicky Guerrero will return to shout, "Excuse me!" along with Royal Rumble record holder Michelle McCool, her real-life husband The Undertaker, Teddy Long player, Raw exclusive stable Evolution, and Ollie Davis's dream woman Tori Wilson. Also rumoured is former World Heavyweight Champion Edge, and it had been reported that WWE were holding off on a Rey Mysterio return for the landmark show, which has now been officially confirmed, with WWE revealing Mysterio will make his first appearance on SmackDown in 4 years at SmackDown 1000. However, Dave Meltzer has noted in the latest Wrestling Observer newsletter that the last word was that his first match would be on the SmackDown side, but it wasn't a lock that would be his brand. So that's Big Show, Jeff Hardy, and Rey Mysterio returning to SmackDown. Anyone else? Dave Meltzer reported in the latest Wrestling Observer newsletter that WWE were trying to get Rock the Dwayne Johnson to appear on SmackDown 1000, especially as SmackDown was named after one of his catchphrases, and in its early days he used to call it The Rock's Show. In case you were wondering why Ollie and I always say Rock the Dwayne Johnson, it stems from this little clip from back in 2015.
It goes by two names. In the US it was released as The Rundown, but here it was Welcome to the Jungle, which also stars Dwayne the Rock. Brock the Dwayne Johnson.
Rock the Dwayne Johnson.
Good times. Well, now it looks like WWE themselves are teasing a SmackDown return for Rock the Dwayne Johnson, tweeting an image of the Great One with the caption, "Finally, it's almost here," tagging Rocky in the tweet. As noted last week, Rock is currently here in jolly old London town filming Fast and Furious spin-off Hobbs and Shaw. Although it's not exactly out of the realms of possibility, The Rock takes a quick flight back to the US for SmackDown 1000. Chris Jericho did it for All In, and he played 2 gigs that night. Time to step up your game, Rock. That's all for the news today. If you want to watch another WrestleTalk video, or leave your comment below. But before we go, we wanted to let you know that the poll for Wrestle Ramble Extra closes at midnight tonight, so get your votes in while you can. Over the weekend, Bad Blood 1997 took a commanding lead, but Battleground 2013 is just 7% behind it. And our $10 and above backers can now download our 4-hour Ramble Club podcast where we reveal our top 5 matches from September 2018, including Volta vs Tyler Bate, Kazuchika Okada vs Hiroshi Tanahashi, and Kenny Omega vs Pentagon Jr. Become a pledge hammer today by clicking the image of Ollie and I on screen right now to vote in that poll, and help us reach our target of weekly NXT reviews. I've been Luke Owen, and that was wrestling.